Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we are working on this Ford Fiesta Titanium Cat S. It's not a Cat S, it's Cat N, but it's categorised as a Cat S, as we know. We've got a lot going on today with this. I want to start, doing the front end, continue with that, get all time, getting it all lined up. If we can start it up as well, that would be fantastic. Just to hear it running will be great because of obviously this one here. We've got troubles with the with the position of the belt. This one, I think, guys, all the comments I was getting about, as long as it's locked up on the cams, you can undo those bolts on the top sprockets, and they just they're just free flowing. So that one is probably going to be tomorrow's video. Let's crack on with this today. Do as much as we can. See, even if we could try and pull that windscreen as well, that would be great, fantastic. I'll show you exactly what I use to do that, how I do it, and yeah, the outcome of that. But we've got a lot of work going on with this one, so I really want to get cracking. We've got to go off and do one little job this morning before. Not before, probably about 10:30. So we've got a bit of time on this, and then we're going to jump out and do a quick delivery on a car that was abandoned at the back in the back garden, at the backyard. I showed you it. It was a green Scimitar. So apparently, yeah, there's an owner of that car, and he wants it back. And he's asked me, can I put it on the trailer and then drop it over to him? So, which is yeah, just a quick 80 quid, I think it was. Quick 80 quid, quick little job. I should be done within a couple of hours, an hour and a half or something like that. But I'll show you it. I'll take you outside. I'll show you the car. We'll get it loaded up. Yeah, you'll come along on the journey, me dropping that off, and then we'll come back and crack on with this. So, that's the plan for today. A lot going on in the shop, as always. And if you haven't already, guys, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. I really appreciate all the support you give me. And don't forget to drop me a comment on today's video down below. So, yeah, let's do this. Right, guys, so like I was saying, we are working on this car today. I've got all the parts here. I even got a new battery for this car as well because the battery just didn't seem to want to hold a charge or anything. So I thought, you know what, 70 quid, just get a new battery for it. So that's what I did. Got a complete front end here. The crash bar, there's the old crash bar over there, which I think is still okay, to be honest with you. I probably will keep it just in case, as a spare. It's always nice to have those kind of bits if it's okay and straight. I don't think it's damaged, so I'll keep hold of it for now. So yeah, complete front end with everything on there. The rad pack's the same. Everything's the same. We've got the dash and all that sort of, knee airbags there. Got the driver airbag over there. Got the seat belt. I've already done one seat belt as well. I've done the driver one. I'll show you that in a second. Got the intake as well. And I'll take it off. I will swap it over because you just never know if it's got a slight crack in the plastic. Who knows? So it's worth... I don't even think he charged me for that. I think he just threw it in. He went, yeah, go on, check that. Airbox complete as well, top and bottom. So we'll change that over because our one was broken over here. It's all smashed up and broke, so we can't use that. So we'll use, use that one he's got. What else? Obviously bumper. I showed you it before. It's got a couple of things on it, but I should be able to sort of clean it up, buff it up, and touch it up with the paint. The bonnet again has got a couple of bits and pieces on it. Nothing too major, so we should be, we should be able to get away with that. It's just nice to get original used parts, but yeah, it's just a pain sometimes because you kind of want to get a used part, but you want to make sure that they're in the best condition that you can possibly find. Well, I couldn't even find this. I had to, go miles, as you know. I said it on another video. I had to go miles to get to pick it up. So yeah, that's where we are. We're gonna, let me just show you actually the wing mirror. I did do the wing mirror. This is it here. And I think, I haven't actually checked that, to be honest with you. So I should do that. I had the guy come out to me yesterday. He had a look at the airbag module, which is here. He cleared it and said, yeah, that's fine. That one's a spare one that come with the dash kit that I got. But you have to match the letters and the numbers to be able to match it up, and matching the letters and numbers is really hard. So for 30 quid, he comes and clears them. So that's what he's done. This seat belt is done, as you can see. It's a bit dark in here, need some light really. But yeah, this seat belt is done. Just need to do the other side. Get the windscreen out, get the dash out, and crack on with this one. But before I do, before I set you up, probably going to do the front end first, crack on with the engine, get it all back together. You know, I've got to put the lower sprocket on, the crank pulley, put a bolt in that, and then turn it over just to make sure it's still timed up and lined. We're going to whip this off as well on the front, change that over, do all that sort of side of it. Yeah, start putting it back together. But before I do that, let's take you outside and show you this car. So he wants me to load it up. And here it is. GTE. So I think this is going to be restored, like, you know, complete restoration on it. So but you can see how old and dated it is. It's not good, but you know, when it's been sitting in a field, all that time, it's gonna get sort of, especially the carpets and the seats and stuff, they're just gonna get, and the roof liner is not great. You know, I've seen worse, don't get me wrong, I've seen worse cars being stored and stuff like that, but I just thought I'd show you. It's quite a unique car, this one. You don't really see a lot of them. They're not, you know, about too much, and I don't know if it's because I don't really know the car. I know it's fiberglass. Let me show you the engine. I suppose back in the day, this was the one to have, but not anymore. So, like I said, I don't know nothing about these cars, so I don't know if this engine is standard, or they've, you know, you do different types of engines. I do not know nothing about it, but it definitely needs some work. Yeah. So there we go. I think they do like a powerful one, then they do a less powerful one. Someone said they do a lot of 3 litre. They called it a 3 litre Ford Anglian engine, something like that. I don't know, but look at the carbs. There's the carbs on top. Proper old school. Even the that's the accelerator. That's got to be accelerator for the cable, isn't it? Cable accelerator. God, you could spend an absolute fortune putting this right, couldn't you? And the amount of time, man hours, labour, parts that goes into this is it's mad. But yeah, the owner's taking it somewhere, and they're going to do the work on it. Don't get me wrong, I think it's still got value. Like, once it's sort of restored, it's got some good value. It's nice to see that someone is going to try and fix it and try and keep it and try and restore it, basically. I wonder why that was there, but I think that goes up higher. Yeah, so that goes up higher like that. So yeah, this is the one we've got to move. So I'll load it on the trailer, and then we'll get a move on, and drop it off to the guy. So yeah, which I had a funny feeling someone owned this car and would just sort of not forgot about it, but just couldn't, didn't get around to moving it basically. Yeah, so I'll get it loaded, guys, and we'll get it off to its new home for a little while. So yeah, there we go. I'll crack on. Let's do this. Right, there we go, guys. That is the intake changed over. Yeah, I just took the old one off, cleaned up the ports to make sure it's all cleaned up in there, and then put this one back on, just in case. You just never know. The trouble is, like, because it's had the front end collision, these plastic parts are here, sort of kind of welded together on the seams, and you just don't know whether or not that's had a bit of a whack. You just never know whether or not that's had a little bit of a whack and it's separated the plastics, or there's been a break inside, inside this thing as well. In fact, you can just see that there. Look, that bracket is actually split there. So that would have definitely caused us a problem. Whether or not it's causing I started the car before and I had a few comments saying that's definitely misfiring. Whether or not that's something to do with it, a contribution to it, I don't know, because of the air mixture is different. It's getting, do you know what I mean? So, but it's just safer, better off just changing it, just in case. I did put the starter motor back in place as well. That's done up, bolted up, so that's fixed and done. So yeah, and I'm just doing the checks, just making sure. I changed the dipstick as well because that was broken. So I got one of them. He gave me that for free as well. I was at the breakers. So yeah, definitely moving along now with this. I think the next step and the next stage is going to be turn the engine by hand a few times. I've took all the locking pins, everything's taken out, so that the engine is free now to spin on its own. So I'll do that with the lower crank bolt, and turn it over, just check to make sure that everything goes back in, lines back up, and that should be us good to go. Carry on, put it all back together, and hopefully we can start it up. So fingers crossed that this works. It's just timing belts. No wonder not a lot of people like doing this. Timing belts are really fiddly. You've got to get them right, otherwise, the engine will not run properly. Run really sluggish, and yeah, not good for the engine. But let's crack on. Let's just see how far we get today. Let's keep going. We've still got to go and drop off the car that I showed you earlier, the Scimitar, the green one. We'll do that in a bit. But for now, let's carry on. And let's start putting this back together. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, as you just saw there, it's kind of getting there now. Yeah, it's all back together. So basically I originally put the start, when I'd done this, I put the starter motor back in place, tightened it back up, and that was done. I thought, yeah, lovely. But I forgot that to do up the crank bolt pull at the bottom, this flywheel needs to be locked so that it's solid, as well as the plates on the top of the cams that go there that locks the top end up. I like to lock up the bottom end. I always put that plate in. Some people don't bother, but I always do, just to make sure. You never know. So I like to take the starter motor back off, put the plate back in place, lock it back in, put the pin at the back of the engine at the bottom, and the plate at the top. And then I could do up the new bolt at the bottom here. So I'll show you the new bolt. It's a stretch bolt. It comes with a new washer and a new bolt. And basically you tighten that up to, I think it was 40 Newton meters and 90 degrees after that. And then that's it, that's tight. So that's done. I've turned it over a few times and lined it back up, and everything seems to line up really well. So yeah, moving along very, very nicely. I am gonna carry on, but I do want to quickly load up the green Scimitar that I showed you this morning. We'll go and load that up on the trailer. I'm just going to drop it off to the guy quickly, come back, and then we're going to continue with this and hopefully get it running by the end of today's video. So let's keep going, guys. Yep, let's do this. Right, guys, I am back. So that Scimitar green car has gone, and I don't think we're going to be seeing that again, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's done. That's dropped off, and that job is finished. So now we can crack on and continue with this. With this Fiesta. We need to get this running by the end of the video if we can. Fingers crossed that it's no problems, but you never know. Something could be waiting to pounce and go, nope, I'm not going to work properly. But yeah, we just got to try, guys. Let's set you up, let's put it all back together, and let's see if this will turn over and run. So yeah, let's do this. Right, guys. So, as you just saw there, it's all back together. I even put new spark plugs in here as well because someone was saying that you're getting a misfire. So I thought, you know what, let's just change the plugs just in case. We've changed this intake as well. It's all back together. I've put the oil in. All the belts are in place. This was a bit of a, you see me do that, it's like you've got to really, because it's a stretch belt. There is a special tool, don't get me wrong. And probably one of these days I will put it in my watch list on eBay so that the kids or the wife can get me a present, and that will be one of the things that will be in my watch list they can grab. So, but yeah, for now, I think the trouble is with it is there's so many plugs that are sort of off and not plugged in. Don't know if it's going to affect anything, but it still should run, and that is what I want to check now. So I haven't done this, guys. I've literally just stopped filming, put the battery in, and you just see me connect it, and let's just give it a go. But before I do, I want to check to see if this works. So, hold on, let me unlock it. Oh, wicked. Result. So that's done. Both sides. Yep, both sides. So there you go. It was that. It was just, to be honest with you, when I changed it, it was plugged in. But on the mirror side, there was like, I'll show you. It's up here. On the mirror side, I think it was like, there's like 6 there, isn't there? Yeah, I think there's like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 wires coming out of that. But on the other side, that goes in, that plugs into, when the wires come out the other plug, there was like 8. So yeah, I knew that was a problem as soon as I undone it and took it apart. But there you go. That's that mirror sorted out. Just got to swap the case over. But let's see. Oh, she's locked herself. So it's starting to work. But yeah, let me just see if she'll run. Oh, I don't want to run it for too long if it does. Nice. Really nice, guys. Yeah, really, really nice. There we go. Oh God. That's such a weight off my shoulders. It's unbelievable. You wouldn't, unless you do this, you couldn't really understand. But wow, that's amazing. I think only because, I think like that only because of what happened last time where I'd done the timing belt and it wasn't timed properly and it didn't run and it weren't running. So that was kind of the reason why I was panicking more than most, to be honest with you. But at least it does actually run and start. It is taking shape. It's coming back together. I think the next stage really is to put the front end on, innit? Get the front end on, connect to the water pipes up, and really get it up to temperature, and just see, how good it actually is. So, but yeah, what a relief that is running. That's 1 out of 2. That one is tomorrow, but this one, it's today. We're going to carry on. So let's carry on. Let's set you up. Let's get this front end on. Let's start getting the water pipes done, and just see how far we can actually push this. We've still got to pull that windscreen out, which is really tough, to be honest with you. And yeah, I'll see if I've got time to do it today. I don't know if I have. Have I showed you the kit before? So I've got this kit. and yeah, it pulls the windscreen out. To be honest with you, I only really use that long rod thing there. I only use that and these two handles. It's the only thing I really use from this set. Everything else I don't use, including the wire. I get my own wire, which is a braided wire, which is much better than this. But yeah, let's get the front end on first, and then I'll come back to this, and then if we've got time, we'll do it. If not, another video. But for now, let's crack on. Let's do this. So guys, there we go. A good day's work, to be honest with you. Got loads done. Done a drop off as well, dropped the car off, so earn a bit of cash. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite I'm quite happy with what's been done today. It's all running, you know, it's up to temperature. The fan's kicking on when I'm turning the fan on as well, so that's good. Obviously, I'm going to have lights on the dash, and you know, it's not going to like it because there's so many things that are unplugged. Even the seats, I took the seats out. I've unplugged bits and pieces. So, but yeah, when I turn the fan on, the fan kicks in. So that's good. That's working as it should. There's no leaks, there's no water leaks there. I haven't got the mechanic to fill up the gas yet, the aircon, so we don't know if there's any problem with the aircon, because obviously, you know, I bought the parts, the whole front end in you know, complete, and it's a second-hand part, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that there's not going to be no issues there. There ain't normally, to be honest with you. Yeah, get some right nice heat coming from the inside, so that's good. So yeah, everything seems to be definitely coming along now. I've put the lights on in place, check the lights, check the bulbs, make sure the bulbs are working. You know, and they're in a good position when it comes to the actual lights coming down the wings and stuff. So yeah, I'm super happy with it. So far, so good. It's going well, but unfortunately we've run out of time. It's just, yeah, time has just got away from me again. But you know, I'm pleased that we've got it running. I'm pleased the timing's done. I'm pleased the servicing part's done. The front end's back on. The lights are in place. Just got to put some screws in it. But yeah, it is really, really moving along now. I might have to actually take this light off because I don't know if I've showed you. This is the original bonnet cable. And as you can see, let me show you. That part there should be connected to that. And it kind of holds it in place. It locks it in place. And then when you pull the cable moves, not this. So because that's broke there, I've got another one to replace it, another cable. What do I do with it? It's here somewhere. Oh, it's down here, look. So I've got this cable here, and we're going to replace it. So as you can see, it's supposed to be solid on there, not supposed to move, and it's broken off the other one. So we are going to replace that cable back to the actual pull lever that goes into underneath the dash. But there's no point doing that until I've got the dash out, because it's a lot easier with the dash out than it is with the dash in. So yeah, just wanted to quickly show you that. So there is bits and pieces to do around the car. But it's moving along. You know, it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. I think the next video is going to be, let's get the windscreen out. Let's get the dash done. Let's get a new windscreen in. Then we can start rebuilding the front end, bonnet, bumper. But yeah, it's moving along very nicely. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video, guys. Drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. I will definitely get back to you, and I'll write you a reply. Don't really worry about that. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. That really helps, guys. And I'll see you on the next one, which will be tomorrow, Friday. We're going to be doing this car because I've already booked this for an MOT. So, yeah, we've really got to get going on it, get moving on it, get in the front done, the timing sorted out, and all the rest of the bits and pieces. But that is tomorrow's video. So for now, that's going to be the end. Really appreciate the support, and I'll see you on the next one.